Kendrick, how you doing today?
Plus, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I think it's our first time we get to talk to you since coming off the COVID list.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's been a while.
So I guess that's a good first question. How are you doing and what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Feeling all right. Didn't have too many bad symptoms, nothing like that. So I'm definitely all right. Just sucked missing practice, stuff like that. Definitely want to practice. Definitely need to practice. So it was just that was the toughest part, just not being around my teammates, stuff like that. But health wise, I'm fine. I'm all right.
And then a quick follow-up. Um, Faster starts. How much have you guys sort of just talked about that this week based on the way the last two games have gone and what might you be able to do to produce better results early in games?
Yeah, really just locking in, executing. Feel like we haven't been hitting all our points in the beginning. Kind of starting late, starting slow. So just executing early on. Starting with a catch or whatever, a good run, whatever it may be. So just to get on, start off on the right foot.
Next question, Mike Tiardi, followed by Jim McBride.
Hey, Kendrick, good to see you again. No one likes to lose, obviously. Mac seems to take it especially hard when he's talking to us, and you are someone who has a ton of positive energy. Do you feel like he needs a little bit of that boost occasionally to sort of help him fight through some of the feelings he has after you guys lose a game?
Yeah, man, I try to always just be there for my teammates, whoever it may be that needs a little bit of encouragement. Just trying to be that kind of leader, that kind of teammate. But Mac that's how he operates. Everybody operates different, so it's just about knowing your teammates and trying to help them in a positive way as you can. Like you're saying, it's already frustrating. It's already annoying that we're not playing as well as we want to. So just knowing how to come at your teammates, knowing how to help them, give them that little push. Everybody's different, so we just operate different. So that's where it comes down to knowing your teammates, and I feel like a lot of us are pretty good with that. But we just got to fix what we've been struggling with. That always just messes up the energy and stuff like that. So just correcting our errors.
Do you think when you say fix, like we were talking to Adrian Phillips yesterday, he felt like on the defensive side that the issues that they were having were very fixable, easy fixes in some cases. Do you feel that same way on offense?
Yeah, man, I definitely do. It's just keeping ourselves at a third and long, I think, is the biggest thing. We just kind of ended up there a little bit too frequent, and that's what we got to fix. So yeah, it's nothing crazy. We're still making plays. We're still pretty confident. We're very confident, and it's just about executing on every single play, not taking any play for granted, and that's how you really got to think about it, because you just never know which play is going to be the difference.
Thanks, Kendrick. Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Next question, Jim McBride, followed by Dakota Randall.
Hey, Kendrick, good to see you. When you're matching up against a team like the Jaguars that have been hit pretty hard by COVID recently, is it more of an emphasis on matching up scheme wise than it is personnel wise or man to man wise?
Yeah, I think they have a good scheme. They kind of mix it up over there, running a bunch of different coverages on a different down. So I think it's just about being aware of what they're doing, what they're trying to do, if they're bringing pressure, if there's more space in the middle to run certain routes, do certain things. So I think it's got a mixture of both. So like, yeah, knowing the personnel and knowing the scheme, if you know the player and how they operate in the scheme, you can kind of have a little head start on whatever they're good at or most their biggest strengths. So I think just knowing that gives us players the best chance.
Thanks. Good to see you back.
So thank you.
Next question, Dakota Randall, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hey, Kendrick, a couple follow-ups from your Reddit AMA the other night.
Yes.
I heard you say that Dante Hightower is maybe the funniest player on the Patriots. We don't see that sort of jokey side of him too often, so I'm wondering what makes him so funny, and is there a runner-up?
Yeah, he just jokes around all the time, coming up in the locker room, just messing with guys, seeing if they're ready, seeing where their head's at, in that kind of way. So a good teammate, jokester kind of guy, like keep you going. And runner-up, I would have to say Barmore. He's a funny rookie. He's really a goofy guy, man. He's super cool though. Thinks he's a
and if you had to pick a funniest coach, who would it be?
Funniest coach, I would have to go with I would say my receiver coach Mick. He's pretty funny, man. He jokes with us all the time, bro, and stays on top of us. Same kind of funny coaching, saying jokes that kind of get under your skin, but you know it's coming from a good place kind of guy.
Cool. And one more. Earlier in the season,
Dakota. I'm going to jump ahead here. We got way too many questions and not enough time to get them all in. So
that's fine. No problem.
I'm going to jump to Mark Daniels, followed by Bob Sosi.
Hey, Kendrick. I hope all's well. With last week, I did want to ask you just about the emotional toll. You know, you find out you get the positive test, you have to miss practice, and then you play. You know, through all of that, just I guess how emotionally draining would you say last week was for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot, man. Just like I said earlier, just not being able to practice is annoying in itself. That's where I kind of get, you know, my feel before I go out there and perform, which is annoying. So I'm kind of that guy. I don't want to miss practice. There's a lot of guys that are like that around the league that just, you know, they take advantage of times missing practice. But that's what I need as a personal player. But it was just stressful, man. But to be able to play was a blessing and still get out there and help my team try to win. Was awesome, but I'm definitely a guy that wants to practice so I can perform at a higher level than I did in that game.
Thank you.
And sorry, guys, I'm just going to take two more questions. We're going to go Bob Sosi and Andrew Callahan.
All right, thanks, Stacy. Hey, Kendrick, I hate to stay on that subject, but I'm curious because of what you just said, not being able to practice. We're seeing so many guys positive now, and they could come back for Sunday around the league. What's the most important thing, having gone through that experience, to be prepared if you're not practicing, but then you get the negative test or you're able to come back by game day?
Yeah, just on Zoom calls. Really, that's what I was doing when I was not able to be here. I was just meeting with my coach, staying on top of the game plan and stuff like that, so I could be ready. Kind of ran on my own when I started to clear up a little bit, but then. Just, staying locked in with the group and trying to get any way I can. So Zoom was the way I was doing it.
Okay, thank you.
And last question, Andrew Callahan.
Hey, Kendrick, it's good to see you back, man, like everyone else said. I just wanted to ask you, with the 2-game losing streak here, and specifically as an offense just scoring 7 points in the first half of both of those games, how much, if at all, do you feel personally kind of responsible, or how much do you want to do to lift up that offense, you know, especially with Mac kind of having some struggles here late, knowing you guys you got to finish the season strong?
Yeah, really just doing my job, man. You know, I can't really complain or ask for anything. It's just how the defense goes and what the look looks like, man, really what it comes down to. So it's just about us all seeing it, being on the same page so we can get the best play each and every play. And that's what it comes down to. So just doing my part, and when the play comes to me, just make the play.
Thanks, Kendrick.
Yes, sir. Thank you.